Do you hate small talk? Here's how to get over it. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and the topic of small talk came along. And for those of you who don't know what small talk is, it's essentially the basic, very superficial talk or conversation that happens when you meet a stranger for the first time, perhaps at a networking event or a party or some type of social engagement. And it's very, very superficial conversation. What do you do? What color is the sky? What kind of music you listen to? Why are you here? And for a lot of people, it's very banal, very boring, and it's soul-sucking because the conversation is not very deep, and chances are the conversation doesn't really evolve from that point. And this was the issue that my friend had. They felt that the conversations were such a waste of time and they didn't go anywhere, so why bother doing them? And I told them that that was my mentality as well about 10 years ago when I really got into learning more about communication and understanding the importance of communication. And what I came to realize is that small talk is actually the precursor to developing a relationship. It is something that you must do to create a relationship or a bond, an initial bond with a stranger, so then that can develop into something more meaningful, perhaps a business relationship or a personal relationship. Now, there are some people in the world who are just naturally gifted communicators, and they can engage in the small talk and then it naturally develops. But for those of us who perhaps don't naturally have that gift, we got to find an alternative solution. And therefore I told my friend what I did, and it was this. I bought a book. It's called Small Talk. And the essence of the book is that it just teaches you to keep asking lots and lots of questions and combine that with listening. And so the sequence is essentially this. You go up to a stranger and then you just ask them a series of questions. One question, you listen to their answer, and then you ask them another question based on the answer that they just gave you. And of course you occasionally interchange your own answer amongst them, but the premise or the guts of this whole thing is that you just keep asking questions. And the more questions you ask, the more connected you'll be, and then gradually you'll get out of that small talk zone and you'll get into more and more deeper conversations that'll get you to where you want to go, which is having a meaningful conversation as well as potentially creating some sort of relationship in the future.